Welcome to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well. It's Wednesday morning and we've got a huge Champions League game tonight against Galatasaray. A must-win game. If we've got any hope of qualifying for the Champions League next round, we must win this game because we've got Bayern Munich in the next game at home. We're going to discuss this and more in today's show, so make sure you stick around, make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're new to the Man United stream channel, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all the latest Manchester United news and opinions. Okay, so let's kick off today's show with this huge game against Galatasaray tonight. We are looking at a very early exit out of Europe if we do not win against Galatasaray tonight. It's a must-win game. I think all the players, United players, will be fully aware of what's on the line. Ten Hag will know full well that he has to put out his strongest team tonight and go and try and get that win. It's going to be a very difficult task. Galatasaray have got a formidable home record, not losing many games. I think they've not lost any games maybe this season. I'll have to check that out. I'm sure last time I checked, they had not lost a game at home and they are on a huge winning streak, and it's going to be very difficult to stop them. How do we do that? Well, we need a bit of luck, and of course we need our players firing on all cylinders. Now, there is a bit of luck that we've got because we've heard that Davinson Sanchez is injured and out of the Galatasaray team. He's their key centre-back, obviously playing in the back, very good centre-back. We saw him at Tottenham, and look, he's injured, and that's great news because we need a few more things like that happening and working in our favour tonight to get that win. Of course, look, even if we do get this win against Galatasaray, we still need to go and win and get a positive result against Bayern Munich, and that will ensure that we qualify for the next round. So it's not a done deal just by winning this, but we need to do this. We need to keep our hopes high. We need to keep our hopes going at qualifying, and this game is crucial for that. Do we feel we can go and win tonight? Of course we do. Of course we do. This is a United team that can actually hurt other teams, and I think we've got enough players on that pitch who can go and do some serious damage. If I was Ten Hag, I would more or less set up a team that is going to play on the counter-attack. Galatasaray, let them come onto you and then hit them on the counter-attack. We cannot afford to lose any goals, and we need to quieten that Galatasaray crowd down. Playing away at Galatasaray is not for the faint-hearted. It is very loud. The fans go crazy. The stadium is rocking, and we need to quieten down the fans really quickly. And if we can do that early on with one goal, that will be the best thing and best start for United that we can ever wish for. We need to just quieten down the fans, maybe get one or two goals, hit them quick. I mean, if we could have another early goal like we had against Everton, that should settle some nerves and United should go on and win the game. But that is crucial. Getting that quick breakthrough in the first 10 to 15 minutes is when United need to go out there and get a goal. That would really help the situation. If United do win tonight, it would probably put them in second place and hopefully give them a boost to qualify. They will just need to go and get a draw or a win against Bayern Munich, and that should see them through. But this is crucial. We need to go and get the win tonight. If we do not do this, well, then there's no point even looking forward to the Bayern Munich game. Tonight is the big game. Tonight is the game that makes or breaks everything. And I think if we can get a positive result tonight, we will probably get a good result against Bayern Munich. I really do think we can go and take this Bayern Munich team on, and I think we can do them over at home at Old Trafford. Let us know your thoughts on this huge game tonight against Galatasaray. What do you think the score is going to be? How do you think United should be lining up against this Galatasaray team that's got a very good record at home? Do you know anything that we need to be aware of as United fans against Galatasaray? How do we beat this team, and how do we go out there and get a positive result? Drop your comments below. Make sure you hit the like button on this video as well. Now, moving on to transfer news. Yesterday we heard about Werner, TOBO Werner, possibly joining United, but since last night we've had some reports coming out that is just false news, and TOBO Werner has actually declined to move to United. He doesn't want to come back to the Premier League, and I don't blame the dude. He was terrible in the Premier League. He couldn't even buy a goal if he wanted to in the Premier League. I mean, what he did at Chelsea he was absolutely awful. I mean, he didn't do anything. He didn't get any goals. He had a terrible time, and I'm not shocked that he does not want to return to the Premier League. I think he prefers playing out in the Bundesliga. I think that the league suits him. I think the Premier League is just too hustle and bustle for him. I think it's very physical, and I don't think he's that type of player that we need. So I was surprised with the link. Anyway, I did say in our show yesterday, why would he be going after Werner? Because he's not a proven goal scorer. We need someone who can give us at least 20 goals per season. Someone like Ivan Toney would be my pick. If we were going to go for someone who is going to add some goals to the team, I think Ivan Toney, he's proven goal scorer in the Premier League. So if we can get Ivan Toney, he is the player that would be on top of my shopping list in the January transfer window. Now, another player that's been very closely linked to United is TOBO, who plays for Nice, and we know Nice is currently owned by Jim Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe, who is on the verge of taking a 25% minority stake in United, and there's been lots of links therefore made between TOBO and United. Obviously TOBO coming over, Ratcliffe might have some say in this, might convince Nice to let go of TOBO and let United sign him and maybe get him on the cheap. But we're hearing right now that Tottenham have thrown their hat into the ring as well, and they are in for TOBO as well. So we're not going to have an easy ride on this one. We thought it'll just be an easy ride where we'll just go in there and get TOBO, pick him up and bring him to Manchester. That's not going to happen. We're going to face stiff competition, and I think if Nice are going to be working as an independent club and not being influenced by Jim Ratcliffe, well, then they're going to go and sell TOBO to the highest bidder. So if Tottenham come in and make a bid high enough, I think they'd sell him to Tottenham. We need to keep an eye on this. TOBO is a very good young talent, French centre-back, and he'd be a perfect replacement for Raphael Varane if Varane ends up leaving in the January transfer window. We'll watch this space. Concerning the takeover, we've not heard anything. We were meant to hear of something this week or last week and the week before, but of course no announcement's been made, and now we're hearing rumours, reports that this announcement could actually take place in the new year. Yes, we're hearing that this 25% takeover of United by Ratcliffe could actually take place in January because they're still waiting on approval from the Premier League. Now, there was talk that they might make the announcement first and then seek approval from the Premier League, but it looks like they're doing it the other way, where they're actually going and seeking Premier League approval, and once everything is confirmed, that's when they're going to announce it, just in time for the January transfer window. Now, I'm not holding my breath that we're going to have a huge transfer kitty come January with Ratcliffe's takeover. That I don't think is going to actually happen. We've seen Ratcliffe and the way he's worked, Ineos have worked in other clubs, and they do not go out there and spend big. That's one thing we've seen with Ineos on Ratcliffe. They're very measured, very reserved when it comes to buying players. They in fact want to do things on the cheap, but only time will tell what budget we do have in this January transfer window. There's of course lots of names being linked to United, lots of names being thrown around, but that always happens. Every transfer window, United get linked with anybody that moves. Anything that is available, United will be linked to. That is always classic United, and the press love linking these type of players to us when there might not be any substance behind it. So we will wait and see. We'll of course report any further developments, any further news about transfers to you as soon as possible. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You watching the Man United Stream channel, a channel by the fans for the fans.